Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What if I told you that there's a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the entire NFC East landscape? Yeah, I know, sounds like something straight out of a movie, but the NFL is always full of surprises, and this one might be the most seismic yet. The buzz is that the Las Vegas Raiders, currently sitting at 1-6 and clearly in rebuild mode, are eyeing a major shakeup. And at the center of this upheaval is none other than Davante Adams, one of the most prolific wide receivers of this era. The Raiders, who are struggling mightily on both sides of the ball, especially on defense, where they're allowing an astonishing 31 points per game, and offensive line, which is permitting a staggering 33 sacks, are looking to rebuild from the ground up. Their strategy? They're apparently looking to trade Adams, who's still in his prime and an elite route runner, for future draft capital and to free up cap space. Now, the potential deal? Reports indicate that the Raiders could be shipping Adams off for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, plus a fourth-rounder in 2027. That's a substantial price for a team that's clearly looking to reset, especially considering Adams' age and production. The Raiders are also trying to create cap space, especially with the hefty $25 million on their books for Adams, which is a significant financial burden considering their current rebuild status. They need those picks to bolster their offensive line, which has been a disaster this year, allowing an average of 3.7 yards per rush and opening up too many opportunities for opposing defenses. They're also looking at future extensions, like the one for Bowers, which has a $12 million cap hit, so they need to reshape their roster to be more competitive down the line. But here's where it gets interesting for the New York Giants. If Adams does land in New York, it could be nothing short of a game changer. The Giants, currently sitting at 2-5 and ranked 23rd in passing yards, are desperately seeking a reliable, game-changing receiver to elevate their offense, especially in the wide receiver room that, let's be honest, has lacked consistency. Darius Slayton has shown flashes, accumulating 450 yards in 2025, but he's not the elite-level threat that Adams can be. Adams, who's been an All-Pro from 2021 through 2024, is a master of route running with elite precision, and in 2025 alone, he caught 32 passes for 456 yards and 3 touchdowns, with a PFF grade of 90. When he's been remarkably durable, with minimal injuries, and has a career total of over 500 receiving yards and 87 touchdowns, all while maintaining a level of consistency comparable to legends like Jerry Rice. What makes this even more exciting for Giants fans is the potential impact on their offense. Adding Adams to the mix under head coach Brian Daboll's offensive scheme could boost their passing yards per game by around 92 yards and increase yards per route by about 24 yards. That's huge, especially considering that the Giants are already seeing some benefits from their current receivers like Wilson, who has been impressive with an 80. 4 PFF grade and nearly 900 yards in his career. Adams could be the missing piece that not only elevates Wilson's performance, but also alleviates the pressure on other receivers like Hyatt, who's been inactive lately. With Adams, the Giants could turn into a more explosive offense, one that forces mismatches and creates big plays at a much higher rate. And let's not forget, this move would also significantly improve their success rate on third downs. Currently, the Giants complete about 35% of their third down attempts, which is below league average. Bringing in a receiver of Adams's caliber, especially one with his contested catch ability, would likely raise that percentage substantially, giving quarterback Daniel Jones more opportunities to sustain drives. The stats speak for themselves. Adding Adams would generate roughly 14 more big plays per season, a number that could push the Giants into the top half of the NFC in offensive production. And in a division where the NFC East is fiercely competitive, that kind of offensive boost can make all the difference. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the impact on the Giants' playoff hopes is even more tantalizing. With Adams, the Giants' odds of making a deep playoff run could increase significantly. Bookmakers are already adjusting their projections, raising the Giants' Super Bowl odds from around plus 12-0 to about plus 5-0. That's a remarkable jump, and it's all based on the potential of having a true game-changing receiver in their arsenal. Adams' speed and ability to break coverage could be the X factor in crucial postseason moments, especially as the Giants look to compete against the likes of the Eagles and Cowboys, who have been dominant at times in the NFC. The Giants, with their improved offense, could become a dangerous dark horse, capable of upsetting higher-ranked teams in the playoffs. And it's worth mentioning that this kind of trade isn't unprecedented in recent NFL history. Think about the Bills trading for Stephon Diggs in 2020. That move transformed their offense and pushed them deep into the playoffs, even nearing the Super Bowl. Or the Dolphins acquiring Tyreek Hill in 2022, which turned their offense into one of the most explosive in the league and made them playoff contenders. Now imagine the Giants making a similar move, acquiring Adams and turning their offense into a nightmare for defenses. It's exactly the kind of bold move that could define the Daboll Wilson era for years to come. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. There are still details to iron out, and the Giants' front office will have to weigh the cost-benefit of such a trade. But if this deal materializes, it would be a clear signal that the Giants are serious about contending now, not just in the future. It would send a message to the rest of the league that they're willing to make bold moves to elevate their roster and push for a deep playoff run. And for fans, it could be the beginning of a new chapter, one where the Giants finally capitalize on their potential and return to their winning ways. In conclusion, this trade scenario involving Davante Adams could be the spark that ignites the Giants' offense and propels them into the postseason with renewed confidence. Adams is the kind of player who can change a game with a single catch, and in New York, under Daboll's innovative scheme and with Daniel Jones's improving leadership, he might just be the final piece needed to unlock their full potential. If it happens, it'll be one of the most exciting moves in recent NFL history, and fans will be talking about it for years to come. The NFC East is already a competitive division, but with Adams and the Giants line up. Well, that could be a game-changer that shifts the balance of power and makes the NFC East even more electrifying. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and I promise you, we'll be here to bring you all the updates as they unfold. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential trade? Would you love to see Adams in blue and white, lighting up MetLife Stadium and giving the Giants that offensive boost they so desperately need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants organization. Do you think this move could be the turning point for their season? Or do you believe they should focus on other areas of the roster? Whatever your take, we're all ears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and more insights into the latest happening in the NFL, especially regarding the Giants. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's keep this Giants family growing. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Big Blue.